Well, good morning. Happy Thursday, Holiday Hill family. I'm hoping you can hear this right now, and I'm hoping you still have power. Or you're just watching it from your cell phone. You know, whatever. Great way to use your battery. So today's Throwback Thursday takes us to the 1940s, specifically 1947. The United States Air Force had a great idea. And that great idea was to try to eliminate the confusion of these tropical cyclones that would hit the United States. Because up until that point, all they would do is just name them hurricane, tropical storm, followed by the number order. And the way they would reference them in the past would be the year. So like Hurricane 3 of 1927, you know. But what happens when you have multiple storms? How do you communicate that? It can get really confusing. So it was the United States Air Force in 1947 that decided maybe we should name these guys. And maybe we could just use the military alphabet. Now, NATO has the military alphabet that we all know, you know, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie. But see, this is 1947. NATO is not a thing yet. The American and British Allied soldiers during World War II created their own phonetic alphabet, and that was it was not Alpha, Bravo, Charlie. It was you had Abel and Baker and Charlie. So Charlie's remained. So they started using that alphabet to name their storms, and you would think Abel would be the first one. It actually wasn't. It was Baker. Baker was the first named storm. From there you had Charlie. From there you had Dog Easy, because at one point the United States Air Force thought it was two separate storms, then kind of find out it was one. So it was Dog Easy. And then you had the big one, the first big one, the first major hurricane named to hit U.S. soil. Hurricane George of 1947. Category 4, Category 5, tore through Florida, and then went into New Orleans in Mississippi. No other hurricane had ever hit New Orleans since Hurricane Katrina. That's how long it was since a hurricane ever hit New Orleans. 1947, Hurricane George. However, the naming of the storms didn't really catch on with like the National Weather Service and stuff until the 1950s, 1953 to be precise. And they named all their hurricanes after women. Only female names. The first one being Hurricane Alice. It wasn't until the 1970s that they thought maybe we could alternate the male-female names back and forth. And essentially the rest is history. So what do we learn from this? Well, as we're all hunkering down from Tropical Storm / Hurricane Nicole, if you're a Floridian especially, know this. This weekend we're going to talk about thankfulness as we prep and get ready for the Thanksgiving season. You're here and listening to this right now. We have a knack in this culture, in this Florida culture, to survive a whole lot of crazy. And here we are in November, and here's a hurricane coming down our way. God has blessed you immensely up to this point in time. No doubt about it. You're still here. You're listening to this right now. What a time to be alive. There are plenty of things we can be thankful for, even in the midst of trials, tribulations, and even maybe sometimes pain and loss. Consider your blessings, count them, be thankful, take care, and God bless.